So I'm looking at the garden beds, and there's lots and lots of things growing. They've grown up over the weeks or month they've been growing. I would say weeks, but it could have been a month. And these are all like, I don't know what they are actually. Spinach. Either way, they're being eaten by bugs. That's a good plant there. And everything else is like holes and holes. Bugs love plants. Animals love plants. There was something that looked like a kangaroo mouse that was hanging around. So they love plants too. Lots of things love plants, but especially the bugs. This is not the best spring onion there. Over here is a lot better. This is the better one. So it might be getting more sun or something. This seems to be good. This netting. Could use like more netting, but we've only got one more. Protects from frost. See, without netting they're a lot smaller. And these little baby lettuces or something. Down here it's lettuce, cos lettuce. So the baby cos lettuces. Eventually, when everything grows, we won't have to buy vegetables or fruits from the grocery store. Have them. This is a little tomato plant. This is some sort of herb like parsley. I don't know what anything else is. I don't know what that thing is. It looks like a dead tree. It looks as alive as a macadamia tree, so I'm sure it's like rosemary or something. It looks like a bushy thing. That's rosemary. That's a little baby rosemary, but I don't know what this one is. I don't even know why it was put in there. This is cool. Look, baby rosemary. I love rosemary. I haven't had anything with rosemary in it for a while because we just haven't had it available. We've had lavender in the other place, but we haven't had rosemary for a long time, and it's so good for you. This is a little seedling tray. We got it for free when we were digging stuff up in the garden, so it's a pretty expensive tray. I think they cost like $50 or $60 each. And it's got little baby seedlings that are yet to be growing and being planted out, so it's pretty interesting to see little baby whatevers. I don't know what that is, but maybe that's looks kind of interesting. One of these is an asparagus, my asparagus plant that I bought. So I'll just take a look around to see if I can see it. Hopefully it's not that thing that looks like wood. But apparently we had one shoot from it. I don't really know where it is. Maybe, no, that looks like mint or something. I don't think I know which one's the asparagus plant, but apparently it was transplanted to here, and we already had one shoot. I hope it's not that thing. No, that looks like a wood something. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's growing green. Looks like it's dead. Need to replace it. I don't know where the asparagus thing is, but anyway, what's over here? It's oregano. That's oregano there. Oh, the dog's eating grass again. The dogs are bulimic. And these are the few, what do you call them, strawberry plants we collected from the other place. Could have used more, but they'll grow out. They'll breed and rebreed and become plentiful. So it's good that they got some flowers, and it means we're going to get some strawberries. The strawberries are awesome. This is like the world's best. This is the world's best tomato plant. Like, it came with the property, and we just put it up on this grid thing. And it's growing up and up and up and up. It's like as tall as me now. So it's awesome. It's healthy. It's alive. It's bushy. It's like a lot of things. Maybe that's an asparagus. A lot of things look like they're dying or dead or something. All my plants need a tray. No, not a lot of things. Some things look like they're dying. This is like an ornamental rose, or no, it's a ornamental. I'm just gonna call it an ornamental rose. It's your Happy Jacks. This plant, I love this plant. It's a nice plant. Don't know what they're called though. These plants are really good for stormy areas because they're really chunky and they withstand violent storms. They're really heavy. Like, sometimes if you have a cyclone or something, you can hide behind those. And they'll protect you. So they're pretty cool. There's a little fig. Fig's looking good. Nice shoots and everything. That, I don't know what that is. It's some sort of plant. It's a berry plant. Gets berries on there, I'm sure. Some of these are avocado trees. Some of these are other trees. I don't know what they are, but they're growing very well. Some even have had their covers taken off. These green covers, so they're looking nice and healthy. Nice and up. Some of them are blueberry bushes. I've got avocado in some of them, and olives. These are olives. You can tell an olive because they look cool. They have a particular look that's easy to ascertain that they're an olive tree. They're a couple of years old, and they haven't yet produced olives, but hopefully they'll grow into a nice big, thick, mature tree and produce olives in the end. Always love olives. And this is your struggling macadamia. Hasn't rooted, hasn't done well, so macadamia is dead again. I don't know why we really bother. Yeah, so these are all growing well. You just want little baby trees to hurry up and grow into big trees, because as a big tree they'll be more weather durable during the weather. Like, they could break, and as they are little juveniles, they could break, and you need to be a bigger, heftier tree like all these other trees. I love trees. Trees are so cool. We still haven't had any violent weather this year. I'm expecting it during the start of summer. But if we don't get any by the end of the year, I'm like gonna be like, oh, that's so lucky, because usually once or twice a year they get violent weather here. And it's like so lucky that we haven't met any. So but I still feel kind of bad not sticking to the city, because I probably do need to move back to the city sometime so I can take modelling a little seriously, but I haven't bothered to go back yet. So I'm sort of like, I see modelling opportunities in the city and I'm like, I can't even pick them up because no one really wants to drive you anywhere, and it's not like you can get out of bed and just go to wherever. So I'm going to have to relocate back towards the city later. But eventually it might happen. Like, I technically still have my jobs. Got 2, but I haven't worked one for 2 months. And they said October is where you might get some work finally. And then the other job didn't start because my computer's kind of slow. But anyway, doesn't matter. I should look for jobs today, actually. A lot more jobs. Look for some work. I've actually been depressed for a couple of days now. Keep getting upset over things. But today I've made an appointment, which I haven't yet written in my journal, which I probably should. So when I'm going to my concert on the same day, I have to go to a photo shoot. And the first time I paid like $3.20, and I thought it's a bit expensive, isn't it? And this time I'm only paying $85, and so I'm like, why do I pay $3.20 for the first session, and it's $85 for the second section? So I think the first session was overcharged, and that's sort of what I thought. I thought, oh, it's a bit expensive. But in retrospect, I haven't gotten a single job and stuff. But you're supposed to do it once every 6 months. But I do it once a year because I'm not really that keen on the agency I'm with, and I think it's useful to be part of an agency because you can get work when you're on the go, on the move. But it doesn't mean that you believe in them or anything, because usually the agencies to look around it are a bit scummy, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I believe that I should be doing this, but I just toy around with it. I don't take it seriously. And only sometimes I put myself forward for work. But while I'm living in the country, I'm like, oh, I can't just, book an appointment here and there. I have to, I have to wait until the most appropriate time so that I can show up. And rather than just be like, oh, what's on the board? Oh, I can book that. I've got a portion of my day free. And it's like, in reality though, it's like, no one's going to drive me that far to do a job. So I'll probably have to end up relocating. But yeah, I'm not really into modeling. A lot of times it's just like a big effort for no real reason, and then a lot of time you just feel like it's a waste of time rather than an effort towards any career or any real opportunities. But it can surprise you. So I just I put up with it here and there, but sometimes I'm like thinking about it and I'm irked out and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do this kind of work anymore. And then I'm like, other times though I'll be like, let's do it. Let's just apply. Oh, finally the banana tree. Look at that, it's green. Oh my gosh, that brown thing's turning green, but it's turning brown again. See that? That's awesome. What about this one? This one looks dead, but everyone... Oh, it's a bit green down here, so... It really takes a leap of faith to put trust in these dead-looking plants. To just wait and have them grow out somehow. Like... whatever. Well, this is my chopped up plant. We kept the bush in there after all, because like chickens need shade. I was like, so really all I did was shorten the limbs. I'm like, the poor tree. It's growing more little shoots though, but literally, I don't know. We're gonna have chickens in a couple of months, so that should be interesting. I can play with them and feed them. We're gonna have like 4. So I got this for the chickens, so it's nice and shady. So probably a good idea. I'm gonna say it's probably a good idea to keep that tree there. Even if you have to keep trimming the top bits, because it's just really good to have shade for the chickens and protection from the wind. It actually needs, I would personally put like a range of ferns, something with thick leaves and things, but we're going to put a passion fruit vine to grow all over this, so to serve as a natural protectant. So hopefully it'll be good for the chickens. And then behind it, I was gonna say put that fox-proof chicken pen in here, but this is gonna turn into a greenhouse, so we're gonna have a greenhouse in this section, which will be cool because that offers the chickens double protection. So we're trying to get this thing a little more windproof. The thing about living in areas which can get cyclones or tornadoes is you need to grow more plants so that things are more windproof. And hopefully that'll be strong enough. Still needs plants behind here too. Maybe a couple of bushes. I don't know, but there's developing the works. But this is generally a good roost. It's got like a little box. This is generally called the greenhouse. I guess it's good for growing vegetables, and we found some potatoes in here. But that's like a good chicken roost there. Chickens can sit in there. That fallen log thing is a good chicken roost. So it's naturally got like quite a few roosting places for chickens, and it's got dirt chickens can scratch around in, and all this other thing. So, and then at night they go in here so that they don't get attacked. This is a fox-proof cage to keep the chickens in at night. These are little native trees. This one's growing the best. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's growing the best, and this one's yet to grow up. So when they go turn into bushes, more protected here. Yeah. water looks gross. It's a really bad place to put water.